I heard my own daughter say it, and in that moment, I stopped being a father in my own house. He's just a burden now. Not dad. Not even him. Just a burden. And the worst part, she didn't whisper it. She said it like it was normal. Like I was already gone. I was standing right outside the room, my hand on the wall, frozen, waiting for someone to laugh, waiting for someone to say it was a joke. But there was no joke, only silence. And silence cuts deeper than words ever can, because silence means agreement. I leaned closer to the door, and then I heard my wife's voice, calm, controlled, almost too calm. Maybe it's better this way. That line didn't break my heart, it erased it. Because in that second, I realized something terrifying. They weren't talking about me, they were deciding like I was a problem, not a person. I stepped back slowly, my legs felt, not mine. My hands were cold, not from anger, but from confusion. When did I become this? When did I stop being dad and start being too much? I walked into my room, and for the first time in years, it didn't feel like my room anymore. I looked around. Every corner had memories. My daughter's first steps, her school photos, birthdays where she used to run into my arms like I was her whole world. And now, that same world didn't even include me in a conversation. Funny thing about memories, they don't leave you. They just remind you what you lost. I sat on the edge of the bed. Minutes passed, maybe hours, and then something inside me clicked. Not anger, not sadness, something worse, acceptance. Because I realized something brutal. When people start discussing your value behind closed doors, you're already gone in their hearts. You just haven't left physically yet. I stood up, walked to the cupboard, and pulled out my old suitcase. Dust covered it, like it had been waiting for this exact moment. I opened it slowly. One shirt, a few documents. That's it. A whole life reduced to something I could carry in one hand. I walked toward the door, each step heavier than the last. Not because I didn't want to leave, but because I was realizing nobody was going to stop me. No voice, no call, nothing, just silence. I opened the door. Cold air hit my face. I paused and turned back. My daughter was standing there in the hallway now, watching me, still not speaking, still not moving. And in her eyes I didn't see hate. I saw emptiness, like I was already gone long before I left. I closed the door behind me, softly, no drama, no fight, no goodbye, just silence. And as I walked away, I realized something strange. Leaving didn't feel like freedom. It felt like confirmation that I never truly belonged there. Days passed, no call, no message, nothing. At first, I told myself I was fine. But nights don't let you lie for long. Because at 3 a.m., silence becomes memory. And memory becomes pain. Then one night, my phone rang. Unknown number. I stared at it for a few seconds too long. Something inside me said, "Don't answer." But I did. And the moment I did, everything changed. A shaky voice came through. "Sir, please come to the hospital. Your daughter collapsed." I didn't even think. I just moved. Driving like nothing else mattered. Like time had broken. Every red light felt useless. Every second felt like it was stealing her from me. When I reached the hospital, everything slowed down. White lights, cold air, beeping machines, and then I saw her, lying there, fragile. Not the voice from behind the door, not the word burden, just my daughter. Human, alive but barely holding on. She slowly turned her head, then saw me. Her eyes widened, and then her lips trembled. Dad, just that one word, and everything inside me broke. I rushed closer. My voice barely came out. What happened? She struggled, and then whispered something that destroyed everything I thought I knew. We didn't mean it like that. A pause. Then the truth. We thought you already stopped loving us. Silence. Because in that moment I finally understood. This was never hate, it was misunderstanding. A slow silence between people who stopped talking and started assuming. I sat beside her bed, and for the first time in days I spoke softly. Why didn't you talk to me? Her eyes filled with tears. I thought you didn't want to listen, and in that moment everything became clear. I didn't lose my daughter the day I walked out. She didn't lose her father either. We both lost each other the day we stopped talking like family and started assuming like strangers.